Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
This particular event has been 20 years in standing. Now, I said that you were one of the people at the beginning. And you going on the stage in the 20 years, was part of the coronation of 20 years of organizing music events in Ghana. Papa, anytime you live in a society that sometimes you will feel cry and you baby cop. Now in your programs and activities that every two in your phone and partner now why enjoying or something that is very positive for your society. But Grandpapa, you see, professing to be a gangster and being a gangster are two different things. So a profess gangsterism, one day you must manifest the gangster in you. And Grandpapa, gangsterism, it never ends well. Grandpapa, the life cycle of a gangster, gun-slinging gangster, Grandpapa, is very short. If you talk about Tupac and Biggie
Small,
and what they stood for, then the East and the West,
Suge Knight,
and all of those things, your man shook. Every time I look at my brother,
George,
he's sitting there.
He reminds you of Suge.
I see a little bit of
Suge Knight.
I said, this man looks a little like Suge. You got to be careful how you speak around him. But Grandpapa, Suge is in jail for life.
Yeah.
Suge is in jail for life, running over a dude with his car. A true gangster. But he's in jail for life. It's the background of year two artists here. They come from decent homes. And they will create a persona to sell music. But when you create the persona, sometimes you can't control the persona. Ebi no see what this program here, Grandpapa. It was not the true artist. Nasabi was started. It was the people around the true artist that was started the world to blows.
And who found it?
And you see, when you bring gangsters around you, that's what happens. Grandpapa, gangsters were Ghana from vigilantes.
Hooligans.
You see, the same people are your land guards. One will guard the politicians. One will guard the musicians. It's that same energy force. And that energy force, Grandpapa, a brother being brought up in the streets, sleeping in fitting shops and looking for abandoned buildings to hang out. Grandpapa, gangsterism on your smotino. On your this music gangsterism, yo. No. On your hardcore. Look, one gangster made the U-turn when the thing was going on. You never leave your homies in a fight, in a dog fight. That's one thing. You never ever leave your homies in a dog fight. You made the U-turn. Another gangster too brandish a gun, whether it was a toy gun, whether it was a chocolate gun, whether it was a real gun, in the public of 10,000 people. These are not gangsters. Did you see the bodyguards who are the real gangsters? Did you see them pull out anything? Gangsterism, professing to be a gangster, and being a gangster are two different issues. Now the music industry, are a big money game. And Grandpapa, I remember there's voting in all of these things as part of the whole thing, trying to amass your followers to vote to support you. Until you try to whip up public sentiments. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, or they win, or they beat this one, this year, the if I lose, I swear. Then, and you might be brave on social media, Grandpapa. The business aspect of the the commercialization aspect of the but when you try and mix the gangsterism and all those things, it doesn't mix. It's water and oil. They don't mix. They don't mix. Having the people done this, I think it's an institutional response to show them that they are living in a community of people in society, as the police has started to do, and it brings them to reality, or them on reality check. And wherever the law need take a corrective action,
talking about the law, just to bring in this one quick text message, I'll say the kind of music they play is something else, so their behavior is also something else. I hope they'll take a lesson from the two rap heavyweights, Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur, whose untimely murders are still unsolved, and the police don't care. A word to the wise.
Grandpa, the rap game, the spirit of the youth and the grassroots, are antagonistic by nature. You show your skills. You drop bars. You drop the bars. As I say, but that's where it stays. You drop the bars. You drop the lyrics. You show who has the most skills, and we cannot prescribe what the music is. Remember when hip hop came on the scene, people thought some 5-day phenomenon and be 1 year phenomenon. Hip hop is still with us. Hip life. Also, people thought what are they doing? What makes when you're real musicians? One more live band is still with us. It's something that is coming from the streets and the people and the creativity of the youth. That one ain't too many bottle. You can't stop it. But when the images of gangsterism is mixed, then a professor there, a tough guy, a this, and you don't need, you see, you can't copy blindly. That's why you say you borrow certain ideas, or then you borrow the essence of it. Now my own, you drop at the doorstep. Right now, this thing that we see, it's not good for any of us. Or your bad imagery, or you're bad for the youth. We don't want the youth to also now think that everybody must be strapped. There will be a gun, this and all. This gun scenario, if it was passed on to him, the passing on to him, is it his? Is it registered? If the person who passed him the two, your friend the two on the street, the person who passed him the two, he should disassociate with himself with that person right away. Because if I'm for you and I'm your bodyguard,
but if
I'm the one who's supposed
to
bust a gun to support you,
if you say,
but
you
I'm
know
putting it in your hand for you to bust your own gun and for you to do 1,000 years, I cannot be your defender. They have to distinguish the two. Because those who are there to protect, the protectors of the throne,
are you legitimizing? Are you legitimizing what has happened?
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Are you trying to
legitimize,
promote or legitimize?
Exactly.
No. What I said there, the process in which they are engaged in won't review.
No, I think
they should review what cycle.
We don't want it here.
Exactly. Nana, that should be the angle. We now review.
We don't want it here.
Don't bring it.
Men try how it is done.
No.
We don't want it here.
What I'm saying is that if you say that you're working with a posse, and
we don't even want to know
out there to defend you, that's not what the posse does.
Well, let me tell you what I will do now.
A knife for you.
Let me just read one message. Remember, message me kind earlier, but somebody has brought another angle. Also, advice to Charles Ni Ama Mensa. Charles Ni Ama Mensa Shatawale and Livingston and the table semi krum ni ampa. Livingston Eche Satekla Elias Tomboy Eche Neche so a twino. In 1995, Nana Kwesi Ajiman Elias G-Man, at the time described as Ghana's Michael Jackson, shot and killed a taxi driver at his home in Dome in Accra, following an argument over change of then 1,000 cedis. The taxi driver had been hired by Nadia, a female friend of G-Man from Odoko, to G-Man's house in Dome. G-Man's friend Dabe Kunyame Elias Jagapi was alleged to have hassled the taxi driver and held on to him before the shooting has happened. Jagapi was convicted for abetment of crime and was given a life sentence. G-Man was sentenced to death for murder. In conclusion, Shatawale and Stonebwoy shouldn't be deceived by the number of fans they have. Say Obama and Pokwase, so on point.
Powerful. Grandpapa, the
Scanner Boni, who can never 10 pesos.
10 pesos. But I'm in there, 1,000.
Grandpapa, the only thing I can look, this thing, I remember Puff Daddy organized a program in 1991. Also in the US, the Starliners were Heavy D and the Boys and all these other people. And also, about 17 people died. 17 people died because brothers were there, the groups were there. So what I'm saying is that I'm glad that the police has acted quickly and swiftly. I am so excited by it. Or that what I said, that they live in a society, our rules and regulations, law and order, and they must be brought to order. And to bring them into shape, into conformity with the rules I live in society. They can't go and create their own world and think that they are also the investigator, prosecutors, and adjudicator of their own world. They can't do that. Also, the organizers, knowing that the thing is growing and knowing all of these things, they improve the way in which we make sure that security is done at these events, because it is not real. It is with us. It's in your prophecy last year by Eden. Was it Eden?
He didn't prophesy. He just described the situation.
Yeah, but he described the situation. Yeah. He put it out there that this is the new phenomenon happening. So right now we all need, and they come there with backpacks. They come there and there's someone wearing backpacks. That's where they're supposed to keep the tool and the rest.